Are we on? Well, hey, it's your girl Nat from Kerl Beauty, and on this show, I want you to glow from head to toe, okay? We're talking personal development, self-care, and obviously hair. So if you're ready to glow and grow, stay tuned for more. This podcast is brought to you by Kerl Beauty. That's Kerl beauty.ca for all your self-care essentials. Kerl Beauty, keeping everything real love. So we're going to start off with a happy Black History Month, okay? So February is Black History Month. You should have known that already, okay? You should have known. And on this week episode, I'm here with yet another tech update, because who would I be if I wasn't trying to evolve each week for this podcast, for the audio as well as the video. Okay, so I've been mostly working off of my iPhone, which shout out the iPhone because, you know, the quality is there. Using the mic, trying to figure out all these issues. Oh my gosh. And this time I'm just gonna go right ahead and look at my my iRobot Roomba settings, because I need to make sure it doesn't start off at 1:30, because last time I feel like the schedule it wasn't enough. So I'm gonna switch it to 2 p.m. Which I'm recording on a Friday. But this episode should reach you by Sunday. So I've been posting every Sunday, and I think I want to make that like a self-love Sunday thing. You know, wash days usually on Sunday. Usually have a little bit more time on Sunday. Or if you are busy living your best life on the weekend, as you should, especially if you're, you know, a 9-to-5er, then maybe you're listening to this on your commute on a Monday morning or whichever, gym, whatnot. But yeah, so okay, so vacuum's not gonna go off. That is fantastic. And yeah, so for the audio and video quality, I switched it up to my Nikon camera. I've been rocking Nikon at least a decade now. But my last camera had died when I used to have my YouTube, used to try and be a little influencer. But it was good. It was good practice, you know, and maybe that brought me to this moment today for the YouTube. So hey, so I switched to that camera. So hopefully the video is giving you crisp, giving you goodness. Last week I did a backdrop. I wasn't sure if I was really liking it. It was like a really bold blue, and on the other side I had like a green, so it really is like a green screen. Okay, so maybe I'll get some use out of that if I want to actually do some more like tutorial style videos, which would be great for the Kerl Beauty website and just education and all of that. So I'm hoping to get more content like that out as well, as part of like my drive for self-care education. So I'll hope to record and edit and do all that stuff. And then other than the video, I've been doing some Googling and seeing what the best way to have the audio is. So I have a Yeti mic. I was gonna pick it up, but I don't want any further tech issues. But I have a Yeti mic, and I learned how to connect the mic to the camera, have the camera plugged in so it doesn't die, have the mic plugged in so it doesn't die, and also see myself on my computer so I can make sure everything is going well. And it's been a journey. I'm also, for the audio listeners, I'm in a very casual vibe. Got my hoodie on. It is still cold. This week was a little bit better, like no snowstorms in Toronto, although it's like snowing a bit. But that weather just be going up and down. It was Groundhog Day, first week of February as well. And I'm pretty sure Mr. Groundhog said early spring. Let us pray. Let us pray. Because, you know, I'm not flying out to Jamaica anytime soon. I'm overdue. And if you didn't know, I am Jamaican. So my background, my mom is born in England, so technically British. However, her parents both born and raised in Jamaica. Shout out my Jamaicans again. Black History Month. But on the podcast, I'm always putting out Black excellence, but this month and these episodes for February are extra special. But yeah, so come from a Jamaican household raised by a Jamaican mother. My dad is French Canadian, so there's that. But you know, Jamaican through and through. Okay, my Nyan is also raised by a Jamaican mother and a Scottish, but that's okay, because you know, being raised by a Black mom, a Jamaican mom is special in itself. And my daughter is Jamaican, and she gonna know. Okay, she should know already. She's only one, but it's gonna be reinforced. Okay, because why wouldn't she be proud as a Jamaican? And I feel like everyone loves Jamaicans. We're special. What can I say? All right, so to get into a little episode, I wasn't sure if I was gonna make this too quick or too short, but I got a few notes that I will go through. And okay, I laugh because I put this note. It's not Black excellence, but just the stank face Barbie. So I posted a reel on Kerl Beauty, partying like it's 2016, because 2016 is very on trend right now, given it's been 10 years. So yeah, we'll throw in a Black Barbie. You know, shout out to Barbie having a Black Barbie in there. And I'm not sure, I know obviously white Barbie. I'm not sure if Barbie has gone ahead and made all different backgrounds and cultures. If they haven't, they really should. So if, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, put it in the comments if anything. But yeah, so other than that, a little notes. So on a winning note and a celebration and some Black excellence, I don't think I mentioned this yet, but Kerl Beauty was a 2026 Canadian Choice winner. So winner in haircare products, Hamilton. So although I do live in Scarborough, which is GTA, Toronto, if you didn't know, I am from Hamilton. Family's from there. I do have a house out there. My mom still lives there, and that's where I make all of the products. So proud Hamiltonian, and thankful for being a winner in that space. Some great recognition, especially going into year 5. It'll be the fifth birthday this summer for Kerl Beauty, and I can't believe that many years passed by. Now, I've been an entrepreneur for a little over 10 years officially, but for this new business, not really new if it's been around a few years, but for Kerl Beauty, I'm still, I'm always learning as an entrepreneur, and if you haven't heard in like past episodes, I am a 9-to-5er. I fully advocate for having a 9-to-5 to be able to fund your passions, your dreams, your everything, and having your side business, side hustle, small business as a passion project. And you know, this podcast is part of that, and kind of has been keeping me accountable for showing up. And it is hard, especially being a new mom. It's hard to keep showing up, but your girl's trying, and life has been lifing still. I feel like I can't catch a break. Like this morning, went to go drop my daughter off at daycare, and Jeep had a flat tire. I was like, I came down, I'm like, this is looking a little short, and I'm short, so I feel like I just recognized it. Came around, boom, pretty much tire on the rim. And can I say, as women, like, having car issues, I mean, no one likes car issues, but I feel like as a woman, especially is like, can't someone else handle that? I'm just a girl. Just a girl. So I did call my boyfriend immediately, and luckily he's gonna have someone help sort it out. So I'm very happy that it's gonna be looked at, but can't leave the house. Have baby girl here, she's napping. So I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to record the episode, but she's napping and I'm not too loud, so it's good. Yeah, so to wrap that up being a winner. Okay, so I'm gonna go into the Grammys and awards lately a little bit, and again, more Black excellence. Miss Teyana Taylor. This girl's body is tea, and even SZA was caught just staring and admiring her, because who wouldn't? Like, I love whenever I see in the comments, women are like, I am no better than any man. I'm preying, I'm watching. That's me too, okay? She works hard on her body. She looks damn good, okay? Very good. And whoever she's wearing, I didn't look up the design or anything like that, because at the Oscars, killed it. And I'm sorry if I didn't already mention the Oscars and her win and her speech, okay, that she did for all the Black girls and Black women out there. She had a little like low cut, open back dress with a little peekaboo, so cute. And this time she had like a cutout and spark. Ooh. She knows how to work it, okay? She looked amazing, and yeah, just shout out to her. I know she was nominated for a Grammy as well, and for her singing and her acting, this girl is like, she's doing the thing. So shout out to Miss Teyana Taylor. And she keeps referencing her Sweet 16. I remember when that show was out, and I can't remember if I watched her episode, but I'm like, she's been an entertainer from time. She's very captivating, and we love her. She's a moment. Next is Kristy Sarah, Alone on the Red Carpet. So this isn't new news, but I was at a family function, and my cousin's wifey was like, did you hear about Kristy Sarah? So if you don't know her, she does like a lot of she has well over 1 million or more followers, and she did a lot of like pranking content with her husband and her family, and she used to be famous off of like is it real or cake videos, and it was really like wholesome content. She's really funny. She's gorgeous, okay? And unfortunately recently her and her husband filed for a divorce, and people were like in disbelief, didn't know Shade Room was a reputable source, but they both confirmed. I'm the type, like, it can happen to every couple, but when you're in the spotlight like that, I feel like there's a lot of pressure, and we don't know what happened, but she was looking good on the red carpet too, doing her thing. I can imagine how hard it is, you know, being a mom of 2 and going through that, and then having to like show up in public, and she's still pumping out content, so just shout out to her. But yeah, other than the Grammys, and it is long, so I did not catch it on TV. I actually watched it on YouTube. So if you didn't know, they post the Grammys recording studios or whatever, I can't remember the name, but they do post the Grammys in full. So if you missed it, you can go check it out. I think it's like 3.5 hours. And they do have like the red carpet pre-show, 2 hours. So it's, if you want something on the background, then and you feel like you missed out, go ahead and watch that. And yeah, just great singing. Miss Lauryn Hill did a tribute for I think it was D'Angelo, R.I.P., and Roberta Flack. D'Angelo, how does it feel? Okay, excuse my singing, but that just came out. I'm an R&B girly, especially old school R&B. So I miss Lauryn Hill. Really, like, yeah, one of the goats. So that was a really nice performance. You can probably like find that clip somewhere on YouTube as well, if you don't want to go through everything. Leon Thomas, he won a few. His mama accepted on his behalf. So sweet. And she's, you know, proud of her son. And we love to see a proud Black mom. The most supportive. Shout out my mama, the most supportive as always. She's been the probably the only listener on this podcast so far. I have also not like really marketed this properly, and I wanted to make sure I was consistent and had the quality and everything good before I continued. And as much as I'm trying not to watch the screen, I am looking at it and I see like a little lag with the video, so I'm hoping all goes well. Forgive me if it's a little off, so I'll have to double check. And as I said in the beginning, every episode I am trying to just make it better and better. But yeah, shout out Mama Dukes. I was also at McMaster this week to kick off Black History Month. Always love that event. You know, being there for the students, even if no one buys anything, just having those conversations about self-care and hair and skin. Had a lot of like consultations and stuff, which was really good. And my mama was with me, and I always love when she's there with me at events. I don't typically go by myself now, and she's with me, so I really love just spending time with her. That's my bestie. Okay, so what else do I have here? I think that was it for the Grammys that I can remember. And always shout out to the Spotify rap creator. I did a rap myself, and it was actually created by a Black woman who is an intern. So shout out to her. And I feel like Black people are just always so innovative and creative. And often our ideas are stolen by other people. I can name some instances for myself as well. However, we want to make sure that we're reminded of, you know, Black owned and Black created inventions, ideas, things. Hopefully next episode I can do a little bit more research and just do a reminder or a list of kind of like common inventions that you may not know came from a Black person. I also seen that they did like a Vibes Cartel. I love those like AI videos of where they show like the person growing up. I feel like I've seen a Lil Wayne one, but recently was Vibes Cartel. Again, shout out Jamaica. Even Spice Official commented on that video and said that she loved it. So I love those little videos. And for another Black creator, I forgot to mention it last week, but Romeo Show for her Dr. Pepper jingle. Let's see if I can remember it. It was really good jingle, but I think it's like Dr. Pepper, so what? Good and nice. Doo-doo-doo. I remember the doo-doo-doo at the end. So she had originally posted on TikTok, and she was just like, she didn't want no one to like steal her idea, so she just posted it. And Dr. Pepper actually made a jingle out of made a commercial with her jingle. The commercial was actually really good too. And she got paid. And again, we love to see Black creators being recognized for their work. So love to see that, and I put it in the show notes because I didn't want to forget again. And other than that, I think I missed that Sinners. I know I mentioned it for the Oscars that they got like the most Oscar nominations, I think, in history, like beyond Titanic, but they also got quite a few nominations for their soundtracks at the Grammys. So shout out Sinners again. Really great work. I feel like I did go to the theaters to watch it, but I feel like I would love to watch it again. And okay, 20 minutes. so far, okay, I think we're doing good. And the only other note I really have here is that I'm watching His and Hers, starring Tessa Thompson. She's a really good actress. She was also the wifey in Creed next to Michael B. Jordan, if you didn't know. But yeah, I've been seeing the timelines talking about His and Hers, so I just wanted to make sure I watched it. Sorry for the cough. I'm struggling. Let me get a sip of water. Okay. Yeah, so really good. It's kind of like a murder mystery. So I'm really liking it. And yeah, I think that's all that I'm watching, other than in the background, like Sisters. I love that. Sisters, Nobi Brown, Sabrina on the show actually liked one of my, I was gonna say tweets, one of my threads, my posts. I mean, first it's Kiki Palmer reposting my story because I was reading her book, Master of Me, also really good. I wanted to finish it by the end of the month so I can do my read 12 books for the year. But my goal is to read it during my commute instead of being on social media. So as a little mental health tip, if you are commuting to work, instead of scrolling on your phone, because I'm sure you'll scroll on your phone late at night when you get home, do whatever, read a book on the train or subway. Obviously not if you're driving. If you're driving, an audiobook. I used to love the audiobooks while I was running, actually, during COVID times. But yeah, if that's not part of your New Year's resolution to read more, it is for me, or get back in my reading bag, because I really do love reading. So yeah, I think that's it for my that can be my tip of the week, is to read, take some downtime, less screen time for your eyes, for your mental. And I think a really important thing too is to invest more time in the input and not the output. So don't consume so much content without doing something for yourself, if that makes sense. Do you get what I'm saying? At least for me personally, it's I scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. I think I mentioned my social media limit. Yeah, I have to ask that. But with the intake of all these fast-paced videos, I don't think you realize how much pieces of content you're consuming for that time. And this is just Instagram. TikTok, that's a whole other thing. So I'm just trying to, although I feel it's important to be on social media to know what's going on, do some stuff for you. Yeah, at least that's what I'm trying. Okay, so kind of a short one. There wasn't really much in the news or so that I took note of that I've seen. Other than that, locally, I am sponsoring Work With Me's Sip and Stretch events. You can find them on Instagram at Sip and Stretch events, or just follow me, kerlbeauty.ca. I like Kerl Beauty on all platforms, but especially Instagram, where I'm active the most. I reposted and I'm sharing. So her event, she usually does a Galentine's event and a few events throughout the year. So it's you get to stretch or do yoga or a fitness class, and there's an education piece to it. You get to shop with vendors like myself, but for this Galentine's event, she's doing it at a smaller venue, no vendors, but I am sponsoring that with some scalp refreshers. So I hope they enjoy it, especially good for the winter. And that was also another hot item at McMaster as well, because it's winter, and so I just like to promote the rosemary mint scalp refresher, especially after you wash your hair, as kind of a lightweight moisturizer for your scalp, and then using an oil or the scalp serum to seal in that moisture. So yeah, so I'm sponsoring that, and I don't have any other events this month or that I can think of, or I'm not sponsoring anything else. Yeah, just check out the site kerlbeauty.ca and I'm hoping to write a newsletter soon, because I gotta promote the podcast and things too. So yeah, look out for that. And I think I'm going to sign out. I did pretty good, 25 minutes. Hey, we're trying to keep the podcast, I'm trying to keep the podcast between like 20 to 30 minutes, hopefully under 30 minutes. So I'm doing pretty good, because I don't want it to be too short, but like I want it to be like enough. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, thank you for tuning in again. Kerl Beauty, KERL Beauty, okay, on all platforms. Follow me. Check out kerlbeauty.ca. If you're shopping, you know, think of me when you're in your bathroom. Think of me when you're in the shower, okay? Okay. I want to be your bathroom bestie, all right? Head to toe glow, okay? Hair care, skincare. Do you see the locks? Do you see the growth? Okay, I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm pretty proud of this length attention here. So if you want to join me on your lock journey or whatever it is, you know where to find me. Okay, until next week. Bye.